Hello everyone and welcome to Tokyo Game Show Sega Atlas Booth! 皆さん楽しんでますか？ありがとうありがとうありがとう。お、いいね、グーサイン出してくれたお兄さんありがとうね。さあ、まもなくこちらのステージでは
Very soon, right here on this stage, we will present the battle gameplay for the brand new game in the Virtua Fighter series, the new Virtua Fighter project. We'll be breaking down and explaining in detail the first look at the combat gameplay revealed at EVO in August. So feel free to take pictures or videos.
メインステージのね、真ん中に、皆さんフロアの真ん中にかっこいいカメラマンのお兄さんたち3人いるじゃないですか。彼らより前に出ても全然 OK です。
You can take a position closer to the stage if you want, closer to the cameraman.
ありがとうございます。And to my fellow foreign buddies and friends, if you can come a little more closer to the stage, I appreciate it very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, the camera's rolling so I can see you guys, no problem. カメラ回ってるから皆さん見えてるんですよ。
Alright, no. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope audio video is fine. Yada yada.
So anybody that has a camera, feel free to take pictures or videos. And don't forget to use the hashtag SegaAtlasTGS 2025 and share your posts.
Alright, there's a countdown there.
2025. Post it up on social media everywhere you like to be. Let's have a good time, folks. 楽しんでいこうね! Oh, stageの後ろが騒いでる。つまりバーチャファイターシリーズの完全新作ニューバーチャファイタープロジェクトのバトルプレゼンテーション。
Looks like the stage background is everyone's very excited back there. So we've got things to communicate to you about the new Virtua Fighter project, so everybody get a little bit closer to the stage. We're going to tell you more about the first look at combat gameplay that we showed you at EVO Las Vegas of this year.
God, I hope there's significant news, and it's like
we'll, give you some new information on the new Virtua Fighter project.
It's like I hope there's actual significant news, like a title reveal, proper gameplay, more characters, and not just, you know, not just like fucking. What is it?
Are you guys ready?
Not just like, you know, the same shit again and the same shit again, but like only slightly talked about.
Everybody, get over here and check it out. Welcome everyone to the Sega Atlas booth at the 2025 Tokyo Game Show. We will now be presenting the combat gameplay system for the new Virtua Fighter project, which is gradually revealing all that it has to offer. On this stage, we will thoroughly unpack and explain the details of the combat gameplay first look, which debuted at EVO Las Vegas in August. I'll be hosting today's event. My name is Ayaka Ichioka. Nice to meet you all. All right, now let's
Yeah, there's more new stuff
welcome
besides just
today's
what they
panelists
showed
onto the stage.
at Evo.
First, we have Yamada-san, who is
Like,
the producer of the new Virtua
got a
Fighter
deep
project.
voice.
Next, we have the battle director, Takeda-san. And our guest, top fighting game player and reject pro gamer,
Too sleepy
Tokido-san.
to discern if that's a joke about the fucking guy talking over her or what. Also, holy shit, they got Tokido.
Let's go.
Far better translator than the one at the RGG Summit, though. Jesus Christ, RGG Summit one is like... That one sounded like they were
We have a lot of
recording from
people,
their
watching
fucking
us here, so let's
parents'
do a
bathroom or
introduction.
something.
I am Yamada. I am the producer for the new Virtua Fighter project. Usually I have glasses on, but I actually forgot my glasses today.
Yep, this isn't just a gameplay deep
So,
dive, because
you
like,
might not
as
recognize me,
cool
but
as
it's
that
definitely
is,
me,
I want
Yamada.
more significant news, man. I'm tired of these fighting game devs
And
just
next we have
drip
Takeda-san.
feeding shit. Like, please, significant reveals.
Hi there, I'm the battle director, Takeda. I'd like to introduce myself very briefly, because people are curious about who I am.
I think after this, I'm gonna take
I've
the
been a
week
Sega
off.
for many years.
I am very tired, man.
When I was originally there, I was in the sound section when I joined the company, and that's about 25 years ago. And when we were building Virtua Fighter 4 at AM2, I wanted to build Virtua Fighter myself, so I joined the Virtua Fighter team at that time. And that's actually how I've connected to the Virtua Fighter team historically. And now I'm working on programming, and I worked on Virtua Fighter 4 and 5 as a programmer. Nice to meet you all. Next we have Tokido-san. I'm sure you have some expectations for the stage today. Hi everybody, I'm Tokido. Great to meet you. I think you'll know that I've been a 2D fighting game player for many years. But originally, Virtua Fighter 2 was one of the games that got me into fighting games back in elementary school. And so it's a true honor to be on the stage here today to talk about Virtua Fighter. So generation-wise, you're the Virtua Fighter generation, right? Yes, actually.
The Ankh generation.
When I was in the game centers when I was younger, yeah, I was definitely playing Virtua Fighter there. I was using Leon and other characters as well. I'm sure you're looking forward to the new information we'll have on the stage today. So we're going to go into the battle scenes, talk about that. So I think we have a lot of people anticipating that. So can we hear a little bit more about your involvement or your experience with the Virtua Fighter series in the past? Give us a little bit more details on that. Actually, the impetus for me to get into fighting games so much was Virtua Fighter, actually.
What the fuck are you doing
And
in
I played
Street
that
Fighter
just
then?
lightly, but I was playing against the CPU.
What are you doing in Street Fighter then, man?
And then when I went back to my hometown, and then there was an offer to play some Virtua Fighter with a friend.
Also, how's the audio? I hope it's
And
not
I was really
too...
surprised that there's people that are
I
dedicated
know,
to playing
yeah,
fighting
probably,
games. And that
yeah.
was the first.
Yeah, I
opportunity to
started
see
with
that was actually
VF, and
Virtua
he
Fighter at the
played
time.
KOF a bit, and then... Did he
And then
do
the next
Guilty
time I
Gear, or
met
was
up with
that
him,
just Daigo? I
I
forgot.
wanted to challenge him, and that was about a half year later. So I practiced really hard, and then I wanted to take him out, and that's where everything started.
Oh, just Daigo, just Daigo. Okay, okay.
And now hearing about
So
a
it's not
totally new
Tokido, no, no.
installment
Tokido
series,
was
I'm very much looking forward to that.
BF casually, I think.
I was watching
KOF, and then
YouTube,
SF. I think he started
and
in
he was talking
SF4.
about, you're 10 years early.
I remember his
so I thought that was
Akuma.
kind of interesting.
I miss the days
And
he plays
I'd like to talk to
Akuma.
you
Now
a
he
little bit
just
more
plays a
about that on the
fucking
stage today.
bomb.
So I think Tokido-san's really excited about today. So we definitely like to hear the viewpoint from a pro gamer on the title. And we'd also like to get into the details of the battle system with Tokido-san here today. All right, first let's hear about the current status of the new Virtua Fighter project from the development team. Let's ask Yamada-san. Game development is always very difficult, but with this game, we have got a lot of experienced people on the team, and we're trying to make something that's really top class. There's a lot of different challenges that we're facing at the moment, but the team is really motivated to make something that's very high quality. And that really helps me, but it is a pretty stressful situation, and there's a lot of things that we have to do. But I'm very thankful to the team that they're still motivated and they're keeping their motivation up to take this challenge on. I feel like there's got to be at least like 10 years of thought and emotions involved in this title.
Junin.
And myself, speaking for myself, Yamada-san, I wasn't making Virtua Fighter for the entire time. But there are a lot of thoughts that are stacked up in the team that they want to express with this new game. Yeah, there's a lot of things that happen with game development, and I think it can be very stressful.
We're actually gonna be so upset if there's no gameplay footage, and it's like that stupid Pokemon panel at Evo. Oh my god! Every special stages show new stuff.
I'm really glad that we were able to make it, and everything from the overseas players in particular was very strong. And then previously with the Virtua Fighter series, the classic installments.
Tohio playable character. Oh my god!
So definitely the Japanese audience is more rooted in the arcades. So there's a lot of Japanese users playing Virtua Fighter, but with this combat gameplay first look trailer, it really reached a lot of players overseas, and we were happy to see so many comments coming in from there. And also, one of the things I want to say from Yamada-san's perspective is that the PS2 installment of Virtua Fighter sold really, really well worldwide. So I, at the time, had the impression that it was really a worldwide IP. And myself, speaking Tokido-san, and then when I was playing tournaments overseas for Virtua Fighter, at the time, there were a lot of players that wanted to just basically go win that tournament money in the Virtua Fighter tournaments that were being held overseas. But I was surprised that there were dedicated players for those tournaments. I think there's a fan base that does like Virtua Fighter overseas, so it was gratifying to see the reactions coming in from them. So information about the new Virtua Fighter is gradually coming to light. Tokido-san, could you share your honest first impressions of the new Virtua Fighter?
Oh, he's played the thing.
The first footage was very shocking to me. And seeing Akira's drastically changed appearance really made me curious about what happened to him up until that point. If I could talk a little bit more, the battle footage is kind of packed with intriguing details. Like we can see the camera switching back and forth. And also the new battle video that we saw at EVO. It was really interesting to see the evolution from the concept video, and we can see that the development team is very focused on creating something new. I feel that as well. When we were making the concept video, we weren't actually planning to reveal it or bring it to the broader world. So as we were making it, that plan was decided internally. But when we thought about actually how we have to bring that into gameplay, there was a lot to think about and a lot to go through in terms of the battle system. And we had to do some trial and error, but I think with that video, we've shown the package that has resulted from those considerations. Right, so I'm sure many of the people gathered here are looking forward to hearing more details about the battle video. I'll stick to hosting duties, so I'll leave the deep dive into the battle to everyone on stage here. Now, Takeda-san, Before we get into the new Virtua Fighter project battle commentary, there's some baseline information you'd like to share with everyone, right? So can we take a look at the slides here? So this is about the battle system.
Okay.
So I want to talk about the battle system. This title offers 2 battle modes. One is the standard battle mode, which we'll introduce shortly. You have to deplete your opponent's life gauge or get a ring out to win the round.
Yeah, typical VF.
And the other is a completely new battle mode called Uprising. This is a new battle rule set entirely distinct from standard. Its core concept is momentum shifting.
Momentum shifting? What does that
It's not a
mean?
mere extra mode, but intended to stand alongside the standard mode. Wow, that's quite a shocking announcement right off the bat. Tokido-san, what do you think?
Damn, it's straight up planning to have 2 competitive rule sets.
They're preparing battles that could overturn everything we know about Virtua Fighter. You know, I think there's some elements here that are really going to like overturn those core classic Virtua Fighter elements. There's a lot of history to fighting game battle rules, and I'd like to make something new within that. We want to pursue the fun in the gameplay.
Wonder what momentum shifting means. I need to see gameplay of it.
Some different battle rule modes here. We can't reveal the details just yet, but once we're sure that it's really fun, then we'll talk about it more.
Alright, so that second mode is a
Doing some
work in
R&D
progress.
right now.
Okay.
I can't wait to see more on these battle modes. But before that, Yamada-san told me that he wanted to go back to the first look. So this video is already out there, but let's take another look through that combat gameplay first look video that we released at EVO. Let's take a look at that before we get to any questions. Can we show the video?
This is gonna be insane if this is the actual training stage. Like, Jesus. I don't want to see this version of Akira and Crossroads, but I also personally hope they add Jackie. Just because it makes more sense for Jackie to be the one driving around and shit. This is definitely cool. I don't have much to say about it because it's like I've already seen this. So it's like, please, new stuff, guys. I'm so sleep deprived today. I want new stuff.
Well, we took a look. That's incredibly stylish and cool footage. What aspects stood out to you, Tokido-san? This is really Virtua Fighter. That's how I felt about it. There's different animations that we see coming in. You can see Akira getting finished at the end of the round. That was very fresh for me. Okay, let me talk a little bit about the battle system in detail. Let's play the footage back for you in slow motion.
Oh, deep dive. Here we go.
All right, let's take a look. So I'm going to stop the video when I want to ask you a question. Is that okay? Going in slow motion.
Why did they mute the video if they're gonna
take
do
a
it
look at it
slow
very
motion
slowly.
though? Oh, slow down the audio is E.
Okay, first, look at this stage. This is a training stage, correct? I don't think I've seen a training stage this cool in fighting game history.
Yeah, because
So I feel like
everyone's
you guys are putting a lot of attention to that.
everyone's so focused on making
So Virtua
stupid
Fighter in
grids.
the classic style has ring outs, etc. And we wanted to express that in a training stage. And that's why you can see the floor coming up, like more.
Like, I get why they're just grids since it's for practicality sakes, but Jesus
remember,
Christ.
Like, walls and all these different elements that come in on the stages. But with this installment, we wanted to show you everything in the training mode in terms of how the stages could potentially evolve. So there's elements of the stage that get me very interested.
Yeah, if the training stage is like this, imagine the actual stages. Like, how would they
It's
evolve?
not just gimmicks. There's also like the landscape of the stage. Yeah, and then there was like differences in height in certain, stages previously.
God, they're gonna bring back the thing from VF3 and Tekken 4. I'm so excited for that. That is an idea that I feel should have been revisited, and I don't know why Tekken is too scared of that. I would have taken Tekken 8 to be a radically different game from older Tekken games than, you know, the Heat shit, honestly.
I don't really have the chance to look at it in slow motion. Oh, got a question. So this head spring sort of movement, it looks like there's a close-up happening here. Can you tell me a little about this? So Stella's is trying to attack the downed opponent, and then it looks like Akira is springing up to avoid that kick, to avoid the roundhouse. So you can see that there's a system in there to avoid the attacks. And that is, being conscious of offense and defensive opportunities when downed opponents are getting up. We're trying to provide a stylish, action-oriented element here.
Fuck your fuck your Oki-seme, fuck your meaty.
For the other characters, etc. Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much. Let's keep going.
Fuck your OTG. I'm gonna get up.
Okay, this question here. So there's some sway happening here. How are they managing to do this? There's a slow motion effect happening here. So this is when you read your opponent's move and you're dodging the attack. You can also catch the punch. And this is how we implemented it, like with the dodge approach here. In real fighting in real life, there's moments where you dodge something and then you counterattack immediately afterwards. We wanted to put that into the game here with this new installment. So I've been to some boxing matches recently, and you kind of measure the range to the opponent's attacks, and then you use that to dodge and then counterattack from there. So we wanted to have that flavor here in the battle, and that's something we're focusing on. But there will probably be adjustments made to it as we go forward. But we want something that has a realistic approach to it, but that's also built into gameplay that's fun. So there's definitely some realistic elements that's included here. So you can see the dodge that happens. And in real fighting, you dodge, and then you make a move from there. So we would definitely want to, include that.
Yeah, straight up just IRL whiff punishing.
That,
Jesus.
A core element of the gameplay system going forward. I think it's really awesome with the reality. It's very cool looking. All right, let's go on to the next point here. Now, let me ask about this. Just rewind a little bit. A little bit further. Okay. Just a little bit further. Let's go a little bit slower. Right here.
Yes,
So
come on, man. What are you looking at, Akira? What are you smelling over there?
Virtua Fighter seems to have more realism.
She should.
It looks like he's actively dodging or crouching there.
She should fire on his face.
In real fighting,
And then it instantly KOs him.
Dodge the
Knockout.
opponent's kick and crouch very low to do that. So we wanted to place emphasis on the reality here and added that
Stella had Taco Bell this
Into the
morning, and Kira's gonna get knocked out.
with more realism. This is one part of the defensive system.
So far, they're not saying anything that's like outright
And when the
mind-blowing,
opponent
though.
comes
Or
into attack, we want to have like a realistic reaction to that, including the crouching that you're seeing here. We want to have like a smooth approach there, but also very realistic. And if we could take that action and then have like a return or a merit that the defender gets from it, that would be great as well. Yeah, so even the crouching, we want to make it like realistic crouching. So depending on the attack that's coming in from the opponent, like, you know, maybe you just have to crouch a little bit, or maybe you have to crouch very low. But actually in real fighting, of course, people don't really crouch that much. But in the game, that portion, you know, that part is a fun game element.
first game where the highs are actually highs and the mids
So
are
you want to
actually
have like
mids.
an animation in there that shows that you're protecting from low attacks. So that's how we wound up with this crouching animation that you see here. So let's go on to the next portion of the video. All right, question here. So there's a 3-stage attack that's being parried here by Akira. Is that a new defensive technique or something more? This is a new defensive method that we've implemented for the game we're calling flow guard. It's different from guarding. We wanted to have that deflection part of the guarding included in the game system. So there's going to be a benefit to using this flow guard system and deflecting the opponent's
Flow guard?
attacks.
Is it a meter system?
And you should know that there's a benefit to doing, and it provides an advantage to the defender. And it's a new guard system that the players can take advantage. And when you think about pursuing realism within the game, but then you also have to link that into the balance aspect of the defensive system, that sounds really, really hard to make. It has to do with a lot of the new, Virtua Fighter like detailed systems. So it can be very stressful or fretful as a developer. But we have to make that as cool as possible and make that true to the Virtua Fighter series. And that involves a lot of like stress and fretfulness on the development team's side. But yeah, looks amazing just looking at it. All right, let's go on to the next part of the video. Okay, next question.
Wait, I never noticed that splash. What the fuck was that?
So I'm seeing an effect on Stella's face here. So you see more effects coming on Stella's face like directly after this. Let's watch a little bit more. Okay, let's stop here.
Fire is Virtua,
A
yeah.
little bit more. So this is Break and Rush, a system that we've introduced in this game. And there are damage that accumulates in parts of the body. And when there's a certain amount of damage that accumulates to that part of the body, you go into a break state.
Oh my god, is that
And
how
that's
they're
the system
doing
that we're putting
fucking
into this new title, and that's what you see here.
breaks? So like
The body,
crumples?
legs, head.
You hit a
3
specific
different
area
parts
of your body enough
which
times, like,
damage accumulates
for
to.
example, if you hit the character's chest or like legs enough times, it's gonna like fucking
Virtua Fighter is,
crumple.
of course, a
That's
fun game.
crazy.
But with 2D games, if you look at it, you save up on your gauge and use that for supers, etc. Virtua Fighter didn't have that. And so I think that, players think like, okay, what should I do like in this game? We wanted to give them like a really easy to understand chance that they can take advantage of.
So this is gonna be like counter
That was the
hits?
ambition here.
Counter hits or like punish counters? I
And
don't
that's
know.
why we chose to do a portion of the body-based damage system, which we're calling Break and Rush. And this is also a source of damage. So that damage doesn't go away in the next round. So that damage stays between rounds. So the damage, the player manages to hold out against it, but the damage is accumulating. So it gets more strategically easy to break an opponent as the rounds go by. So you can see. So it's really important to utilize the flow guard with the break and rush system in order to gain an advantage against your opponent. Thank you so much. Let's keep going. Okay, now we're knocking Stella down. There's a lot of speculation that Stella is an android. Wait, hold on, I got a question. It looks like they've... it looks like Akira has been knocked into a state here.
Okay, bro, you can't just say that. Is going in reverse? What are we doing?
Okay, right here. Starts from here. So we have a high angle upper kick. So then the combo continues from there, correct?
Fuck the robots. I mean, yeah, Yoko Taro wanted to. That's why he created Nier.
And the combos are called stun combos. And this is a very important part of the battle system. So there were previously aerial combos in the Virtua Fighter series. And this is a combo that doesn't float the opponent. But you can connect a combo directly after it.
Wow, her ass is flat like my brain.
So you want to give a lot of damage to the opponent, correct? But you also, to do that, you have to like float the opponent and juggle them. But I felt that was kind of difficult to understand as a player, because I came in from 2D fighting games. So in those games, you jump in, you do a combo, and then you do a combo from there. But in VF, like, you didn't have that. So we wanted to give something new to connect a combo to. So overseas users typically refer to it as juggling. But with Virtua Fighter, reality is very important. So we wanted to have the ground-based combos connect to give it something that was a little bit more realistic. And when we thought about that, it led us to this concept which we're calling Stunner. Then it would be very easy for the players playing to understand. And then we could also, build that into the game system and have it balanced. It seems really difficult to, balance that realism and then also like the in-game like balance aspects as well. And that was something that we had to think about constantly as we were developing the game. How do we build this into the system? It's not that we want to create like just real, K1-based fighting, etc. It's a game. So we have to have some elements that are a little bit crazy, a little bit outlandish. So I'm not really.
God, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like this would have been easier if they had dedicated slides to explain everything and like a video with like actual new gameplay explaining it on the side, because it's like Jesus. Ryozuki, yeah, Shenmue character would be kind of cool.
And one of the
If they want to do a first guest character, they should start with that.
It was a little bit difficult to understand.
Start small.
So there's so many deep systems within classic Virtua Fighter. And then also balancing those elements is the most challenging portion. And our image, like the image that we're building this battle system to, is slowly coalescing with these elements that we're building. Thank you so much for your comments. All right, moving on to the next portion. Wow. This kick looks really cool, right? Also, the throw looks cool as well. Okay. Question?
これは
What about this? I don't think there's anything to even ask here. You tell me. Yeah, so we're calling this signature cuts, and we wanted to provide some pain in the Virtua Fighter series because that's not something we haven't had up at this point. And you can see the close-up on the face and the damage expressions that we're showing here. And Takeda-san was commenting on it as well. With Virtua Fighter 1, I was playing it at the time, and the sound effects at the time, it felt like, at the time that those sound effects, like, oh, I'm getting hit, it hurts. And that's something I didn't really feel in 2D fighting games. And that's one type of reality. So when you get finished by your opponent, I wanted to have that sense of pain included here. And I think that's also an element of Virtua Fighter, or a Virtua Fighter-esque element. And Virtua Fighter was always previously described as a somewhat plain fighting games. And we didn't want to put in like super combos. Like, we thought that was like different from the series legacy. So we wanted some kind of finish to put in there at the end of the round. And we created all kinds of different variations for it. And we wanted that fun and that variation that you can see here. But it's also very easy to understand for the player that they're getting hit and getting knocked out, etc. And also like the parts of the body that accumulate damage. These are parts that players can, have fun with and say like, oh, I want to attack this part because it'll give me an advantage here. And that's why we called this portion a signature cut. And you can see the really flashy finish here. And of course, you're not just going to get kicked in the face every time, right? There's other kind of finishing moves. Yes. Yes, there are. And we can look forward to different animations. And yes, it depends on how much
No super combos, yeah.
Can put the effort into it. But yes, sounds. We have to get through a lot of technical challenges there, but it's a new try for us.
Yeah, supers, it better be a one big move.
Virtua Fighter has been,
Instead of like lasers or fireballs or superpower, it's like your super is like, oh, I'm gonna punch your balls, and then it punches your
There's
balls.
things that we can show that we weren't able to do previously. But we're going to include these as scenes, as KO scenes, using that technology. Thank you so much. And now we're getting towards the end. Thank you so much.
The end already?
Features of the battle system. It's extremely
Bro,
interesting to
people
me.
waited fucking... When was Evo this year? Was it
So let's keep going. Takeda-san, thank you for
August? Oh, last month. Evo was last month, right?
the battle features. Can you give us a rundown of the new features of the battle system? Okay.
People waited for a month. People waited for a month. Jesus. Oh, you have the PowerPoint here. Why didn't you show this?
Focus on 3 systems. First, we have Flow Guard, as we just explained. This is a new defensive system.
I just want to see UI, man. Like, please
designed
show
for
me
stylish
UI.
movement. And it's connected to the part damage system. And comparing it to the previous system in classic Virtua Fighter, there's a difference in the offensive and defensive aspects that are included. Now we have Break and Rush, and that involves damage accumulating on specific parts of the body, allowing them to be broken. Once broken, it creates an opportunity for the attacker, and damage to parts of the body persists across rounds. And that's one way you can include it in gameplay when you're playing. Moving on to the next. And now we have stunners and stun combos. This is a new combo system derived from stunner attacks. And it's designed to be intuitive for beginners while maintaining realistic movement. Now, traditional combos will still exist, but they'll be a little bit less common.
Oh.
And the stunners will be sort of like the main aspect of comboing in the game.
Oh, I kind of like that. Shorter combos, yes.
And that will be the center of the...
Not every game has to be fucking exert or whatever. We don't need like long combos, man.
Thanks for outlining the 3 innovative...
Tekken having long combos is a
Next, we
travesty,
want
like
to
dude.
get to some questions that have been submitted in advance by players for the development team. We got a lot of different questions that came in here.
When's the next
I'd like to
character
get answers
reveal?
from Yamada-san and Takeda-san here, if possible. Okay, I'll read the question now. So, first question is... It's a little long. I'm going to read it. With recent fighting games, many now offer simplified control schemes alongside traditional ones, allowing players to switch modes. Is there a possibility that Virtua Fighter could also incorporate a system that caters to both traditional players and newcomers? Personally, I'd like to see a mode where players can guard by pushing the stick backward, making it easier for players from other fighting games to enjoy VF.
I kind of like that. I kind of want that. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, getting back to the first question. We want to make the controls as easy as possible. So, Virtua Fighter is a very easy game to play. There's only 3 buttons. It has a control stick. And that's why it was very popular in the arcades.
I don't know if 3 buttons means the
But
game
that's
is
really easy to play
easy.
in an arcade game cabinet. But when you're playing at home, it's a little bit different. Like, you know, trying to move diagonally and stuff, that can be difficult when you're playing at home. So we had to update that. So we're going to build the gameplay system assuming pad usage. And that's something that we're thinking while we're developing it.
All right.
That's the first thing I want to say.
So more modern
Now, the
controls.
second, holding back to guard. What do you think about that? Would that make you happy if that was in? But Virtua Fighter, I feel like it has a guard button. But I think there's a lot of people that think this way. Other games have a lot of like holding back to guard. When you think about that, maybe it would be a good thing to have for players.
I feel like
But for fighting games,
I'd be
there's a lot of holding
fine
back to guard.
if blocking is just holding backwards, and if
I feel
they
like there's other games that you actually have to hold guard to
get rid of the guard button and
to
replace
block,
it with a
maybe not fighting games
button
necessarily.
connected with the newer systems. I'd be fine if that's what they're gonna do.
So we want to. Have
That's
as
the
many
only
players
way
play
I
the
would be
game as
fine with that.
possible, So maybe having it as an option there is a possibility in the future.
I guess altering control scheme
It's
as
a little
well,
bit
but
of a
it's
vague
like,
answer, but we'll think on it.
like if the G
Okay,
button is
moving on to
like
the next
related to, some of the shit they do, like some of the crazy parries, then
What does
I'd be
real mean in
kinda
the
down- I'd be
context of
kinda
the
down
new
with that.
Virtua Fighter?
that's just
Also,
me though.
what
I
do you
don't know.
think people are seeking from the new Virtua Fighter, and how does the team plan to push forward to meet those expectations?
Characters, show me characters.
Can you give us a simple answer?
Character.
It's basically what you just saw in the video. It's not something I can just respond in one word here. So the most important elements are included in that trailer, so you can see everything and you can analyze everything that we've included in that trailer. I've got a question here. Which one should I go with? So with Virtua Fighter 2, it was like a whole social phenomenon. But people don't really remember that history anymore. But with a new project, are you trying to reclaim VF's leading position in the FGC? From that perspective, can you share your thoughts? For me, if anything, I want to go over the framework of fighting games, and that's something that's important for creating a social phenomenon. We want to go further beyond fighting games. At the end of the game, it is a fighting game. We have to take care of those really important gameplay elements. For us, we really want to overcome those limitations. That's my personal ambition. It's a little bit of a vague response. It sounds like you're thinking about things even beyond just fighting game, how to build a fighting game. but I think the most important part is that the game itself is fun. And that's something that, we want people around the world to play and engage with. And that fun factor is the part that we want to continue showing off as we go forward. And I think we could really see that from the video that we've seen so far. Thanks so much for that response. It might have been a very difficult question to answer, but we appreciate that answer. Yeah, we want to communicate more on the Discord later on, but we're out of time on stage here, so let's just have a last message from everybody here. From Tokido. So it's great to have all the information from you too. I think it's, we've learned a lot more, through this session. I'm just waiting for the game to go on sale. We're looking forward to it, so thanks so much. Okay, Takeda-san. So we talked about the battle system today, but I've always been building Virtua Fighter, so we really want this to be something that can reach new players, but we also want it to be something that classic Virtua Fighter players can engage with and have fun with. So that's what we're aiming for and developing right now. So please stay tuned. Yamada-san? And we had the question from Togeda-san. And there were all these, detailed battle system elements. What kind of thing are you trying to make right now? And users, I think, were not clear on that. We wanted to make something that's very challenging as a new Virtua Fighter. So this is going to connect up until the next reveal, but I've actually brought that with me. So how about we take a look at a new video?
Whoa, finally? Alright, here we fucking go. Marshall Diner. Is this the guy they teased at, like, what is it, Combo Breaker? Sidecar, oh my god, is that the Philippines? Oh, come on, that's it?
Got a little bit of a surprise video there. That's all we can show you for today.
No, show me more, you dumb oh,
What do you think, Tokido? Yeah, I need to see more from there.
Bro, these motherfuckers, I swear,
But
please.
the next opportunity to show some new gameplay, I'll definitely show it off. But this is just a little tease for today. And that's it for the new Virtua Fighter project stage here at TGS. Yamada-san, Takeda-san, Togeda-san, thank you so much for your stage presence today.
You guys gotta stop. These fighting game devs need to stop drip feeding their fucking information, man. Like, it's, oh my god. Like, please just either show something or don't say you have something to show. Come on.
That's the new Virtua Fighter project, and now it's just a matter of learning more about the project as we go forward.
Game Awards better have a proper big trailer, man, with like a fucking logo and shit.
So let's keep having fun with everything.
Also, there's a guy playing Crossroads in the booth over there. It's in the hidden world. God damn. Okay. I don't even know if I should upload this. Hi, thanks to those who tuned in. Yada yada. Good day, good night, wherever you are. And then I hear there's a Crossroads special stage, but I can't be bothered to like stay up for that. I don't know. I'll watch it off stream. And I don't know. I think this week I'm gonna take a break from streaming. There's a stage for Tokon as well, but I'm not expecting much there. I don't know. I'd be damned if they show anything. I'll probably just reveal. I'll probably just record me watching it and then upload anything that comes up as interesting. I don't know. So yeah, hope everyone has a good day, good night, wherever you are, and I'll see you guys maybe next week. Or I don't know, this weekend if I feel like it. We'll see. Ciao.